What it do, shorty? What it do, what it do, what it is. I'm here on a Saturday, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. I'm here on a Saturday, and I got my water. I done drunk 2 cups of coffee. Trying to get this thing to kick in. Trying to get this brain of mine to kick in. I got 2 incense burning. Well, I got one burning over there. I got another one here. This is my little, I call this my little incense pot. See what I'm saying? What I do is I take my incense. This one here. Got this on Christmas. I forget who got it for me. I don't know what this is, but let's see what it smells like. So I got my coal burning inside here. Y'all can't see the coal, but I'm gonna put this right next to it and let it do like it do. Should see some smoke coming up here in a second. Maybe not. But anyways, we're gonna leave it like that. Oh, it just fell off. Let me put it on the top without burning myself. Alright, so I just set it on top. That's burning. Oh yeah, I can smell it now. Can you see the smoke now? Can you see the smoke? No? Can you see the smoke? Yeah, it's burning good now. So I got that burning. I got some Palo Santo burning. We're gonna get right into it, y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this right here. Put this right here. Right next to me. It's smoking up now. We'll let that smoke a little while. Let me put it up here. Let me put it somewhere. Put it right here. Can y'all see that? Y'all can see that? Okay. We'll let that burn. Smells good. Alright. Without further ado. And y'all, I'm getting hot now. I got my robe on. It's cold upstairs, but it's still like 25 degrees outside. But I'm getting hot now. I've been up here for a while. Y'all, doing all sorts of things. I brought, y'all can't see, but I have a plant. If you watch my Kimberly video, I have a Queen Kimberly fern. Let me see if I can turn the camera. I don't want to really turn the camera, but let me turn the camera. Yeah, see, this is my Queen Kimberly. I had her outside, and it was just getting too cold, man. It just really got too cold out there. Like, really. I just turned the camera way too much. Way too much. Alright. Okay, we're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. Let's get right into it, man. I'm trying, Saturdays, normally, I'm not doing anything on Saturday, but hey, what's up? Let's go. Well, Miss Martha can't make it tonight. You know how much he loves redbreast, said Henry. Huh? Jacob said a 3rd time. Son, we can't forget the ones who came before us. They had to go through a lot in order for us to be where we are today. Things we'll never understand, Henry said to his son. By this time, his superpowers were fading as the pain was trying to bring the boy to his knees. His camouflage tumbler that draped across his shoulder was completely empty. To his knees. By this time, his superpowers were fading as the pain was trying to bring him to his knees. There was something strange going on with his thinking. While his camouflage tumbler draped across his shoulder was completely empty. Alright. Come on in, said a faint voice. Said a faint voice. Said a faint voice. Hey, girlfriend, Henry replied as the door swung open. Standing in the doorway standing in the doorway, dressed in a thick. All of this, I'm just filling this in right now because, you know, I gotta flow it. I gotta keep it flowing. Standing in a doorway, dressed in the thickest house coat. Was a lady was at the first glance not older than 75. I did that on purpose. I thought it was gonna was no older, it was not older, it was no older than 75. At a closer look, it was obvious the woman had seen more moons than the handsome oak tree that stood. Like I said, I'm just putting things in right now. I'll come back later on and sort them out. That stood next to the ancient house. I don't know, I'm just putting stuff in right now. She stood in her Sunday heels, which went no higher than 2 inches from the ground. 4 feet. 11 inches Behind spotless. Behind spotless. Spotless. Spectacles. Spectacles. Behind spotless spectacles were two bright eyes that sparkled. With that sparkled above a wise smile. All right. It's standing in the doorway, dressed in the thickest house coat. Dressed in the thickest floral house coat. Was at first glance no older than 75. Was at first glance an elderly woman. Was at first glance an elderly woman, no older than 75. At a closer look, it was obvious the woman had seen more moons than the handsome oak tree that stood next to her ancient home. In her Sunday heels, which went no higher than 2 inches from the ground. In her Sunday heels, which went no higher than 2 inches from the ground, she proudly stood, a generous 4 feet 11 inches. A generous 4 feet 11 inches. Behind spotless spectacles were two bright eyes that sparkled above a wise smile. Greeting Henry and his son was Miss Martha Louise. I can't even spell my own mom's name. Miss Martha Louise. Wait a minute, is that spelled right? That's not spelled right. Miss Martha Louise. Okay. I'm gonna have to pause it for a second, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Excuse me. I had to use the restroom. The latrine. Standing in the door, dressed in the thickest floral house coat. The thickest. Dressed in the cozy. Dressed in the coziest house coat. Dressed in the coziest floral house coat. Was at first glance an elderly woman, no older than 75. At a closer look, it was obvious. At a closer look, it was obvious the woman had seen more moons than the handsome oak tree next to her ancient home. Than the handsome oak tree next to her ancient home. In her Sunday heels, which went no higher than 2 inches from the ground, she probably stood in her Sunday heels. In her Sunday heels, which went no higher than 2 inches from the ground, which, when she wore them, which when she wore them went no higher than 2 inches from the ground. She probably stood a generous 4 feet 11 inches. All right. Okay, y'all know what time it is. I'm fighting through it, though. I'm fighting through it. I had to take a break. Now I come back and my mind is all over the place. I'm just looking back at my let me show you. I showed y'all. I'm not going there. Anyways, I'm kind of concerned about my plant. Miss Roxanne Shante, Queen Kimberly Fern. I absolutely did her wrong, and now she's not looking bad because the soil that she's planted in is the best soil I've ever made in my life, I think. But I should have brought her in the house well before the snow, well before this weather like dropped down consistently every night into like the 20s, below freezing, well below freezing. Now she's having to pay the cost, but that's okay. That's my fault because let me show you what this plant looked like when I first got her. First, I'm gonna show you what she looks like now, and then I'm gonna go to what she looked like when I first got her. Y'all hold tight. All right, y'all can see how big. She doesn't look that big on camera, and I see that one side is a little bit smaller than the other side. But I assure you that this plant looked 1,000 times. Let me take you to when I first got this plant. Hold tight.
Yeah, so today what I'm doing is I'm amending the soil for my rescue Boston ferns.
You see this, y'all? See this? I know it's not the best video, but this is what that plant looked like before. I combined both of these together to make one plant.
I got these from my brother's house, started, and I told him, I said, look, man, I'm going to have to get these because, I'm kind of like falling in love with doing stuff like this. So that's why I have them.
So yeah, I'm just gonna. That was what she looked like when I first got this. Well, it's one plant now, but you see, you had about 5 or 6 prawns, sticking out the top there. The green, I call them. What is it? I think they're called prongs or prawns. Prongs, I think. But y'all got to go and watch this video. Just go watch the video. This was a huge undertaking. And now I got her back to looking beautiful. I should have brought her in earlier. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, she's going to be okay. She's going to be okay. All right, we're back. Standing in the doorway, dressed in the coziest floral house coat, was at first glance an elderly woman no older than 75. No older than 75. At a closer look, it was obvious the woman had seen more moons than the handsome oak tree next to her ancient home. In her Sunday heels, which when worn, alright, so obviously it's not Sunday, so in her Sunday heels, which went no higher than 2 inches from the ground, she probably stood a generous 4 feet 11 inches. Four feet and some change. 4 feet and some change. I know I shouldn't, write that way. 4 feet and some change. Some change. How do you spell change? Wait a minute. Is that right? Y'all, my God. Yeah, cash, coins, yeah. I'm just saying, it's Saturday and I hadn't done a Saturday or Sunday in forever. So that, I don't want to say the word laziness, but that's what it is, y'all. I'm being lazy because I used to write every single day. I used to write every day. So I got to break that habit. I need to start writing every day. In her Sunday heels, which went no higher than 2 inches from the ground, she probably stood a generous 4 feet and some change. Tall. 4 feet. She stood a generous 4 feet tall. About 5 feet. Yeah, let's say 5 feet. 5 feet is better because 4'11" is 5 feet. Plus, Suge is pretty big, so a generous 5 feet tall. So generous 5 feet is a 4'11". It's 4'11". Still a generous 4 feet tall. Behind spotless spectacles were 2 bright eyes that sparkled above a wise smile. That sparkled above a button for a nose, a button of a nose and wise smile. A button of a nose. Button of a nose and wise smile. Greeting Henry and his son was Miss Martha Louise. Now y'all know you too old. Now you know you too old for me. The lady said with a smile. The lady said while blushing. The lady said while blushing. The lady said while blushing, "That's my boyfriend right there." She pointed to Jacob. As Jacob came through the door, as Jacob came through the door, arm in hand, exhausted, in putting the bucket down. As Jacob came through the door, in putting the bucket down, he tripped on the threshold, causing pond water and fish to go pouring all over the floor. I just want y'all to know it's cold, man. Y'all see me in a t-shirt, but if I turn the heater on, it's gonna be too loud. If I put my robe on, I'm gonna get too hot. So I'm gonna thug it out. Oh, to all my soldiers out there. As Jacob came through the door, arm in hand, exhausted, and putting the bucket down, he tripped on the threshold, causing pond water and fish to go pouring out all over the floor. Instantly, the once hardwood went wavy as lily pads appeared out of thin air. He was back at the pond. The spirit thing was there as well. Was there in front of him. "I'm sorry," the boy yelled. "Jake." I don't even. What the heck is this? Snow? Again? No, it can't be. Gotta hold tight. Special weather statement issued January 25th at 4:47 Eastern. By the temperatures early this morning will start out in the lower to middle 20s in most areas and remain below freezing until 9 or 10 a.m. As a result, many roads, driveways will remain hazardous with packed snow or black ice. Okay. All right. Embarrassed, Henry immediately apologized as well. "He's tired," he explained. "We've been out there in that sun all day." Okay. All right, y'all. It's been 35 minutes, man. I don't want to overdo it, but we got something going here. So, this is where we stop. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see a little dilemma here. See a little dilemma. So, all right. So I just wrote what I just write. As Jacob came through his bucket, pouring instantly. Hardwood went wavy. Okay, so I just wrote this, but I thought that was the end of it. But apparently yesterday I wrote this: enter the space, the lies self relief after putting down the heavy bucket. So now I gotta do. I don't feel like doing it now, y'all. I don't. So I'll fix this tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, I'll fix this tomorrow. I wrote that thinking that's where I stopped off yesterday, but that's not the case. So I gotta figure this out tomorrow. I can't do it right now. So we're gonna bring it back up here tomorrow, and go from there, y'all. This is the creative process. Anyways, thank y'all for stopping by. Thank y'all, man. I really do. I appreciate it. I apologize. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. You see me in a t-shirt, right? Let me tell you what the temperature is in my office right now, because I don't feel like getting up looking at it, so I can look at it on my phone here. So it's 67, which is not bad. It's 67. It's cold though. I feel cold. Anyways, till next time, this is Anthony L. Kelly. Hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment, share this video, and come back. Till next time, I'm out.